Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, a podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 565, and it is your review of Videodrome. As always, is the nerd you're gonna hear the host of the show, alongside my wonderful co-host Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh,
Ooh,
piece of
piece
candy.
of candy.
Ooh,
Ooh,
piece of
piece
candy.
of candy.
Yep. Hey, man, it's Cronenberg. He's worked with James Wood before, bro.
That's true.
Oh man. Well, as we kind of announced last week, not real last episode, but not really. We have a lot of free space now because we had a month that's bleeding into the next one. So it perfectly actually aligned with us. It actually perfectly aligned with us, right, Brad? Because
Yes.
we have 7 episodes or 7 days where we won't have anything to talk about. So it's time to catch up on some mini pods.
Mini
So that way
pods.
we can have a clean slate and start these exclusive mini pods for the patrons. But of course, we are going to be starting off with the shortest film of the seven, which is David Cronenberg's Videodrome, which was our
Uh,
mini pod for our Cronenberg month.
Cronenberg time is my favorite.
Yep. An hour and 28 minutes, man. Love you so much, David. You are great. I
This man
truly,
don't beat around no bush. He just straight to the point. Like hour and 30. That's all I'm fucking
yeah,
doing.
it's all I'm gonna do. Oh my god, he's fantastic,
He's like, you
fantastic.
might get 1 2 hour movie out of me, but that's it.
Yep, fantastic, bro. I love it. Um, but yeah, bro, that's what we're doing today. But before we get into any of that, Brad, what's up? How you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Started out slow this morning. Needed
Yeah.
coffee. Needed a bagel. I was in a class, so did my online class, and then didn't do, I guess, much for the rest of the day.
Please tell me you're not teaching old people how to use Zoom anymore, right?
No, no,
Yeah.
gave up on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They were like, nah, bro. What's it called? Pandemic's over. We don't need to do that anymore.
No, like, and I wasn't really teaching them. It was just teaching them how to get to it. It's like, this is, yep, you gotta
Amazing.
have a camera. Yep,
Yep. Yep. I have a
yep. Hmm.
camera. Yep. Yep. Oh, Brad, that sounds like the life, right?
I mean, I got paid either way, so
Yeah,
if you want
that's
to pay me to do my actual job or pay me to do the other jobs,
I don't care.
it counts.
Yeah. Well, I went to work today, right? And I went to go watch the Dungeons and Dragons film. Um
I
and
saw
they
your
gave us
tweet, so
yeah, they gave us some cool stuff, bro. Look at this.
is that a map?
A map.
That's dope. Where'd you get a
Yeah,
map? Why did they give you a map?
cuz they want you to play D&D. They want you cuz it gives you a scan code
Oh,
on
that's
the
sweet.
plastic and it's like here scan so you can go to D&D Beyond.
Okay, and actually
But
get into that land.
yeah, and they gave us a what's it called a poster, a limited edition poster, small little poster. It was pretty cool print, but yeah, movie was
I,
pretty
I
good. We'll have a review up for the channel with me and Luis. But
I did see Luis's tweet that he wants to play, but
yeah,
I'm just imagining me and Luis in a game. Mm.
nope.
Off the rails
Yeah,
real quick. Day
yeah, it goes
one.
off the rail real quick, right? Yeah. Well, I did that, so we're back here. I just that was all we did today, man. It's been pretty good day so far. I'd say I wanted to edit my review of War and Peace, but I didn't get the chance to do that. But that's that. I mean, that's all. Oh, of course, my little Kermit right there. Oh,
Kermit the
and
Frog.
yeah, I picked up my Criterion order and my birthday present from a long while ago
Ooh.
because USPS refuses to redeliver their things and
So
they
you
just
actually
leave
have
it.
to go.
You have to go and pick it up. So this was a really cool present for one of my cousins. Thank you.
I
It
like
was
it.
really cool. Looks
Are
really
you
cool.
just gonna keep it there on your desk?
No, I'm gonna try to put it somewhere. I
Okay.
just wanted to show it today.
It's very nice.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the
Yeah,
Frog.
yeah. How about a nice Kermit the Frog tattoo? uh, if anybody remembers that episode of Family Guy where the guy's like going to go get a tattoo and he's like, "I want a skull." How about your mom's name? I want a skull. How about a nice Kermit the Frog? Yeah, we're gonna do a nice Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, man. That's been today. I'm glad that we get to do this though. So Brad, I think we should just do it. We should stop beating around the bush because it's Cronenberg, and I think we'll
Oh,
hopefully
we are going straight for the bush in this one. Straight for it.
go for it, Brad.
We're going for that stomach bussy. Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, man, that's how it
Anybody
works
listening to
here.
this, anybody listening to this review,
And you
it's
haven't
going into
watched
weird
it?
territory. It's going to be very difficult. It's a Cronenberg film. You know this. It's going to be
Yeah.
very difficult to explain, and even when we do explain it, you're just going to be scratching your head going, "Are they
Yeah.
making shit up?" Because that's what it
Well,
feels like with
here's
Cronenberg
the thing:
movies.
is that this is Brad's actual like first introduction to horny Cronenberg because
The Fly
Crimes of
was
the
kind of horny. The
Which
Fly
one?
had a little
The
bit,
Fly was a bit, but like
a little bit.
Cronenberg's like
This was
Crimes of the
full.
Future is kind of horny, but it's not as horny as like I'd say this one or Crash.
Yeah.
Crash, Crash is the one that I can tell you, Brad. When you watch Crash, we'll have a discussion on that one. Wow,
I
that
mean, there
that
was the
movie.
nude scene in Eastern Promises, but that was not
Oh
horny.
man,
That was very violent and life
yeah.
threatening.
This is like his weird, horny body horror territory. That's to me is fucking fantastic, but it can get you a little queasy. But
Stomach bussy. Whew.
without further ado, let's do this. Let's get into it. If you haven't watched Videodrome, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a five, four, three, two, one. All right, Brad. I have some stuff to read here,
Like
so I'm
20
gonna go ahead
paragraphs.
and get to it. Videodrome is a 1983 Canadian science fiction body horror film written and directed by David Cronenberg and starring James Woods, Sonia Smith, and Debbie Harry. Set in Toronto during the early 1980s, it follows the CEO of a small UHF television station who stumbles upon a broadcast signal of snuff films. Do I actually have to explain what snuff films are, Brett?
They're film. I'll do it. There's films of people getting tortured and killed. Those are snuff
Yeah.
films. Actually
Yeah.
tortured and killed, not acting.
A snuff film or snuff movie or snuff video is a type of film that shows or purports to show scenes of actual homicide. Yeah. Layers of deception and mind control conspiracy unfold as he attempts to uncover the signal source. Distributed by Universal Pictures, Videodrome was the first film by Cronenberg to gain backing from any major Hollywood studio. With the highest budget of any of his films to date, the film was a box office bomb, recouping only $2.1 million from a $5.9 million budget. The
I
film
mean,
received
but to be honest, that's not the worst bomb I've ever heard of. In fact, that is a
no,
very small bomb.
that's honestly pretty small bomb.
Itty bitty.
He bounced back.
Yeah, yeah.
The film received praise for the special effects, special makeup effects, Cronenberg's direction, Woods and Harry's performances, its techno surrealist aesthetic, and its cryptic psychosexual themes. Cronenberg won the Best Director award and was nominated for 7 other awards at the fifth Genie Awards.
Is that the
Now,
Canadian like Oscars?
um,
Mm.
I have no idea what the Genie Awards are, Brad. The Genie Awards are given annually at the Canadian Oscars. Yeah,
Yeah, see,
first, yeah,
that was a good guess.
yeah. Good guess, Brad. Now considered a cult classic, the film has been cited as one of Cronenberg's best and a key example of the body horror and science fiction horror genres. Cinematography is done by Mark Irwin, edited by Ronald Sanders. Music is done by, of course, Howard Shore, and sits at an hour and 29 minutes, and on $5.9 million budget, it made $2.1 million at the
How
box
do you
office.
go from making music for Videodrome to making music for Lord of the Rings? I want to
Hey,
know. I want to know that. I want to know that whole career span
he
from
always
that to
works with
that.
Cronenberg, Brad. He always works with Cronenberg.
Yeah, I know, but still, like you look at this man, like, oh, Lord of the Rings, and then you go back and he made Videodrome. You're like,
Whoa.
okay,
There were parts in this score that actually reminded me of Lord of the Rings, Brad. And I was like, why am I feeling like I'm in fucking what's it called in Mordor right now or
There
with the
definitely was a
Hobbit,
Hobbit hole, not the
you
one you're
know?
thinking of.
Um, but I'll go ahead and take this one, Brad.
Uh-huh.
I'll go first.
Uh,
Um, I love this movie in every weird, fucked up kind of way that it presents itself. This movie was Cronenberg at his body horror goodness in every single way. But good lord, is this movie horny as shit? Like, my god, the man putting his own hand inside of his what's it called stomach while he feels around there, and he's kind of like what's it called moving around like as he's pleasuring himself. I mean, Brad, this was 100% what's it called a grand time for me, but holy crap, I was not expecting it to be this fucking horny, Brad. But I should know better. This is the man who made Crash. I
yeah,
watched Crash.
I
Brad, if
haven't
you
seen
don't know
Crash.
what Crash is about um I don't remember what the fetish is, but it's those who get off car accidents. So a guy gets in a car accident and he what's it called develops a fetish for what's it called getting off the
That's
car accidents.
that's a horrible fetish, especially like your insurance would be so high.
Yeah. But Brad,
And then you have to give the other person your insurance, and you've just creamed your pants, and it's just like what? No,
but it
it's
goes
like the
into
worst fetish.
territory that I can't even explain to you, Brad. Like
Like I
it
want to like yeah, Cronenberg is on another level of just weird. Just that's just
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Brad, what's your initial thoughts on Videodrome?
I like this. I like this movie. I mean, I think it's up there with the better ones of Cronenberg. I think I like The Fly more in terms
Oh
of
yeah.
just story and maybe not the body horror visuals. I think I might tie them because this goes into places that it should not be gone to. Just the whole like the gun becoming one with the body, and then him just like, or before even that, him like putting the gun into himself. I mean, and then the videos like they're pulsating, and it's just like this is an overly sexual film by Cronenberg. Just just from all of it, and I mean, and then having, and then you go into that, and then you have characters called Doctor Oblivion like that, and you're just like, what is this movie? And then you talking about like trying to get so when I was a kid, the porn channels were all scrambled, so you'd be waiting to see if you could see a
Yeah.
tit like in there, and then they're doing the unscrambling, and come to think of it, it ends up causing a brain tumor in your head. It goes into very weird territory. This is a very weird movie,
Yeah.
and anyone who just heard me just for the last 3 minutes, you're not gonna be able to follow a plot in this of anything we say.
Yeah, but and like I feel like the plot is the mind goes into like weird territories when it's exposed to the grotesque, to
Yeah,
the
the constant,
forbidden and the
and it's like it needs more. It needs more for that dopamine.
yeah.
So
Well,
that's
like
kind
it's
of what
saying,
this movie's
yeah.
explaining.
It's saying like the guy in the beginning is like what's it called? We like the lady was saying we live in a very stimulated world. Like we need to be constantly stimulated.
Yeah.
And it's like, things like porn stimulate us so much and like stuff
Well,
like violence and
and they're kind of stating like when they first like the Japanese porn that they had, he's got
yeah.
this is too tame, yeah,
You always
and then
want
it just
more, yeah.
upscales from that until he does get into the snuff pictures, and he's just like, this is the best, and it's like,
Yeah. Whew.
ugh.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like every single boundary ends up getting crushed. He wants more. He wants to push the envelope and he wants to like get to where he can like feel like, okay, maybe this is too much, but
Well,
he like,
yeah, and like there are scenes where he's just not comfortable, but the woman he's with is like, I gotta
yeah,
get on that, and it's just like,
yeah. Well, when they
what?
first like their first like go to bed and she's like, what's it called? Like, oh, I can actually, I'm getting into this. It's like, can you get one of those like blades and like cut me? And
Yeah,
you like
cut
see
cut
that she
my
actually
cut my shoulder,
like she has
and
cuts there.
it's like, mm. And then like the whole sex scene where he's piercing her ears, and it's
Oh,
just like what? And then he licks it,
so
and it's just
fucking
like
hot.
I'm just like this is like the 80s and 90s, and HIV is running rampant, and what? No,
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brad, but I thought that was fucking hot. Like,
I'm
yeah,
like
it's fucking hot.
no.
Yeah. But it's
I'm
just like,
I'm not like I get the cuffs and I get like
yeah, Brad doesn't
like
kick shit, but
yeah I like everybody wants to do whatever they want behind doors as long as it's consenting and they're over the age of 18. You don't
yeah,
have to involve me.
yeah. It's just like it's I don't know, Brad. I thought it was fucking hot. That was like, but
Yeah,
then
I
again, there's a
just the whole just like it's like what the
yeah,
fuck piercing ears? And I was in the why does she have her ears pierced already? That's kind of weird, but whatever.
yeah. Usually you have that done for you when you're a kid, right? They
Yeah,
just gonna do it without
generally.
your permission.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know, man. Like the score was pretty good too. I really like the effects. The effects are what got me. Like I really thought that he did great with the visual effects here, and just like
Oh,
especially when he
the
shoots the guy.
oh, that, but mine, the one that, like, blew my mind is the first, like, when he puts the tape in, the first one of the TV, and the TV
Oh
just starts breathing, and it,
yeah,
like, pops out, and I'm just like, "How did they do that?" Because it wasn't ju it's not like it's not faked or anything, that's, like, practical
it's
effects,
practical. Yeah,
and I'm like, "How did they?" Because like, the TV breathes and it comes back and it's just a TV, and it's just like, "How did they do this?"
yeah. I have no idea, Brad. Like it's. I mean, I'm looking through what's it called? Through through Wikipedia. The undulating screen of the television set was created using a video projector and a sheet of rubbery dental dam. Baker said, I knew we needed a flexible material. We tested with a weather balloon first, stretching it over a frame at the size of a TV screen and pushed a hand through it to see how far it stretched. And then we rear projected on it.
So even the
Wow.
props are sexual.
Yeah. I mean, this whole movie's sexual, Brad.
Whole
Like he
movie's sexual.
touches the TV and he rubs it like as if he were rubbing a clit.
Yeah, well, and then you have the part where like he ends up in the
Yeah.
torture area
And he
and
like,
he's like whipping it, and
yeah.
then the woman changes to the older lady, and he wakes up next to the older lady dead,
Jeez.
but she's like nobody else can see it. I mean,
Yeah.
this movie goes just to dark places. That's where this movie
Yeah.
goes to.
Trojan proms. Hi,
What up,
Stacy.
Stacy?
Hi, Stacy. Um, Oh my god. But yeah, I can agree with Brad here, and that's the only reason I wouldn't call this perfect is that it is a little hard to follow. But I think that's mostly the film's intent, right? Because like if you want to go
It's
into the mind
hard.
of an overstimulated person, it's gonna be hard to follow.
I also thought like the third act, man, that ramps up. Like I give
It
it for the third act.
reps
The
the
first two acts, there's slow parts in it for me. I
yeah,
just felt there's there's a little lull here and there, but that third act just holy god,
yeah,
Cronenberg
yeah,
went off.
yeah. It's yeah, dude. The for me the first act is good, and I love the third act, but it's the second act that was kind of like slow for me. And I was like, okay, can we like get moving here? Because like I want to see how you freaking like climax this thing, no pun intended. But I was just really like, oh man,
I mean,
it had me hooked. It
the
really did.
visuals in this are like if you want to be a prop maker or something, watch this
Yeah, study these
because
movies,
the
man.
visuals in this where they're blowing up a TV and body parts end up like coming out of it. I don't know how they do this. Like I'm
Yeah,
sure somebody in the props department would be like, yeah, that, and I'm just like, oh, like
yeah.
fuck. I think
What do you
Cronenberg
what
actually
do you
cut
think about
somebody
the
up and
ending?
threw it out the TV.
What do you think about the ending, Brad? Do you think he actually shot himself?
I think so.
Or do you think
I
he was hallucinating?
uh, well, he definitely was hallucinating, but I think he shot
Yeah.
himself still.
Okay. Yeah, I think he did shoot himself.
Because if he didn't, like, I don't know how you end that then. Like just running
Yeah.
through the streets because he goes to an abandoned boat for whatever fucking reason, and he sees himself shooting himself. So my guess is he shot himself.
Yeah.
That's
So interesting to watch this after, like all this time that we watched Crimes of the Future and what that movie is. It's like wow, like like in this one you talk about how you want to like create yourself in the image of like this new what's it called, conscious being of what's it called, of existence within like the whole television. And then in what's it called, Crisis of the Future, he's like, yeah, I do surgery on myself so I can get off.
Yeah, I mean, Crimes of the Future seems tame in
Oh,
comparison to
100%
this.
more tame than
In
this.
comparison, like yeah, it seems
Yeah,
super tame to this. I mean, the dude literally has a vagina for a stomach in like two of the
pretty
scenes
much.
in this.
Yeah, pretty much. God, I can't wait to show you Crash. I can't wait to show
Whew.
you Crash.
I mean, at this rate, we should just watch all the Cronenberg movies because
We're
we're probably
getting there,
headed that way.
honestly. Honestly, we're getting there. We have a couple more that we need to get through, but we're getting there. But Brad, where does this what's it called? What's your final verdict on Videodrome?
I'm gonna give this an 8.25 out of 10.
0.25 out of 10. All right, Brad. I'm coming in just a point higher than you. I'm putting this a 9.25 out of 10. I fucking love this movie. This was for me in every sense of the word.
Yeah, it
But
wasn't not quite like my overall cup of tea, but it was good. Like
yeah,
I will give credit to Cronenberg. It was good and fascinating to watch. Some parts a little less than others.
yeah. Oh my god. But it's not my favorite Cronenberg. My favorite Cronenberg is still Eastern Promises and
Same.
Crash. But yeah.
I think we gave 10 to Eastern Promises.
Yeah, I mean that movie's great, bro. I mean we
And like I said, I think I like The Fly just a little bit more than this.
yeah.
But honestly, Videodrome is a good watch. Put this one during Halloween with your significant other, not for a party.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Unless you're gonna have candy bowls shaped like the stomachs. I'm just
Yeah.
little popcorn bowl.
Imagine, oh, I would go to a Cronenberg theme party.
Just
For
the popcorn bowls shaped like it. Oh God.
oh my god. That'd be great, Brad. Oh my god. But yeah, that's been our review of Cronenberg's Videodrome, and thank you all so much for joining us. Of course, if you would like to get this episode a day early and live for your eyes only, then you should go to patreon.com/nerdcore, pledge to the $1 tier, and you can be in the chat with us and talk to us. So first day movie night, then yeah, 100%.
Hey,
Look, man,
depends on the date. Like
yeah.
she might be into it,
It depends at what
or
club you
he
find
might be into it.
you
Yeah,
meet her in. You right, Brett?
yeah.
It depends on
Hmm.
what type of club you meet her in. If you're meeting her at like an S&M type of thing, you're like, okay,
Yeah,
cool, yeah,
yeah. Put this one on.
we're watching a Cronenberg movie together. But if you're meeting her like at the bar at a Chili's, yeah, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You're good.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. Brad,
Nah,
did I
not
ever
probably
tell
not the
you?
play.
Did I ever tell you that Callum met a girl once at a party who actually invited him to come back to her place to watch a Serbian film?
Did huh?
And Callum had to think about it. Like he had to be like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. But he was like actually like kind of thinking about it.
I don't know. Because a Serbian film's a snuff film, right?
It's not snuff, but it's what's it called? Like it pushes a lot of
Pushes limits.
boundaries. It pushes a lot of limits that I'm not comfortable watching on screen yet.
I mean,
Maybe.
we've seen some shit. I mean,
Yeah.
like Sallow. Sallow was pretty
Shallow, I would say, is like it's not tame, but it's a lot less grotesque and what's
than
it
that.
called? Yeah. I will see people eating poop before I ever see what is in the Serbian
So
film.
like, is it acting in the Serbian film? Is it acting or is it less
No,
known?
it's acting. Like
Okay,
it's a fake. It's a movie, bro. It's not a snuff film. It's
okay,
fake.
okay. So it's
Yeah.
not real life.
But it's just the thought of what they're doing that really just I can't sit through that. Like, and
Gotcha.
there's a reason why I can't talk about it on here, Brad. Like, it would actually get us in trouble with YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I cannot utter those words.
Okay.
But
I think I know which route you're headed for.
yeah,
So okay.
yeah. I'm just saying, like that stuff. Yeah, like I'm somebody who is willing to watch a lot of things, and I'm willing to what's it called, experience a lot of things within film. That's something that I'm just like, yeah, no, no.
And I'm
But
more on the side. I just want to watch Kurosawa films for the rest of my life.
Brad's like, I need to watch something happy right now.
I need to
Uh,
watch Ikiru.
well, go ahead and check us out on our website, thenerdcore.com, Patreon. I mean, sorry, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the nerdcore. Also, our Discord link is in our descriptions of both the audio and video version. So if you want to talk about Cronenberg with us, join the Discord. Also, speaking about the video and audio versions, if you're watching on YouTube, please no, don't kick. Please
Kick,
click
that button.
that like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content drops on the channel. If you're on the audio side of things, drop a 5-star review on the apps that let you, like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We would greatly appreciate it. I mean, the man did watch Black Adam. He is a tough dude. I mean, dude,
You've seen that movie twice.
fucking twice. I'm not doing that again. Please
I
tell
still
me that
haven't
you
seen that
watched.
movie.
Please tell me that you watched the commentary, Stacy, because I need somebody to at least watch it to feel like it was worth doing this. But yeah, man, we want to thank our Patreon supporters. They're the ones who make this all possible, especially our producers, Brad. Let them know where they can find our wonderful producer, Shane.
You can follow you can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thriftedil, or go buy something from the Suppy God at prisoncityvintage.com. Again, prisoncityvintage.com. Go support Shane, because that man's worth it.
Yeah. And of course, thank you all so much. We will be back next week with our review of A Simple Life as we continue on our On Way month. But in the meantime, Kermit has something to say. Long live the new flesh. Brad, send them out.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to those who joined us in chat, which was Stacy. And to end this episode, long live the new flesh. Right, Kermit?
Yup. Yup.
Young Yoda out. Stomach bussy.
At least in this